Hi everyone, welcome to Good Morning Toowooomba with Ben Apsey and
Daryl Nicholson in Stanthorpe, actually. So welcome to Stanthorpe 4380. We've shared that across to there, as well as 4350 TV. So good morning, everyone. And how is it in Toowoomba today, young Benjamin?
a little bit windy today. Quite a fair bit of dust still hanging around from that dust storm yesterday.
Yeah.
You can
I
see
drove
it's
through a
just
dust
everywhere.
storm. Yeah, I drove through a dust storm yesterday, actually. I was about on the other side of Warwick, and I was heading into Warwick, and there was just dust everywhere, and drove right through the middle of it. It was quite incredible. So, yeah, mate, Friday the 21st of August in the year 2020, some interesting things happening around town, mate.
Yeah, dust storm yesterday, dust storm today, and what, snow for you tomorrow?
Well, it could be, and I'll talk more about that later for the people of Stanthorpe who would really like to get some snow on the weekend, because that will certainly bring some of the tourists out. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Mate, Clive Armitage, from the fame of McDonald's, he started McDonald's. He didn't start McDonald's here in Toowoomba, but there was another guy, Norm Sinclair, had it before Clive took over. Clive made his fortune from McDonald's with about 5 or 6 restaurants, but he's got an approval to build a range of escarpment units on the range there. He bought the old Booper site, and $10 to $12 million project, mate, been approved by council. But in today's Chronicle, he's having second thoughts. He's just worried about COVID.
I think a lot of people are worried about COVID, but it's one of those things that businesses and developers thrive on economic activity, and that's brought on by stuff like what Clive Armitage is proposing at the range, infrastructure projects, but not just from the private sector. They need to be also from the government side of things. So this is where local governments, state governments and federal governments have a huge role to play in making sure that shovel-ready projects get approved. Things like Ackland Stage 3. They just need to be approved because we need the jobs. It's just that simple. Jobs means there's more money in the community getting spent in coffee shops, getting spent at travel agents, getting spent at the corner store, the local art supply store, you know.
Yep. No, that's it. I'm just looking at the screen, mate. This is quite good the way he set this up when you have a look at it later. So, big shout out to Luke, our production guy. Has done a bit of work for us this morning, so he's managed
Light and Dark Productions.
What is it?
Light and Dark Productions.
I like that. That's a nice name. I like that. But big shout out to Luke today. And if you're looking for any technical advice there, certainly pop down to Cool Beans and contact Luke down there. It's not Cool Beans, Travel Mugs. Oh God, where am I today? Jeez.
2 years in the past.
I know. So, mate, sad news. John McKinney from McKinney's Jewellery. I knew John back in the 80s and late 90s. He was a great jeweller, mate, and he had the Hardy's chain as well down in Brisbane. But John said, if you don't know your jewellery, you should know your jeweller. That was his catchphrase. He had that on a big poster coming up the range. So our condolences to John and his family. He certainly made the mark on Toowoomba jewellery in Toowoomba and also down in Brisbane. So Vale, John McKinney. Mate, John from Tats was in this morning, you're telling me?
Yes, yeah, popping down. He's out and about early this morning. Did also note the amount of dust that's in the air, and sort of was saying, oh, the cleaners would have cleaned our balcony this morning, but I did the tables out the front and they're caked in dust already. So I just don't think today's going to be a win for the dust cleaning side of things.
It's quite interesting. That project next door, it is creating the dust as well, and that's probably not helping with the dust that's going to come through Toowoomba today.
Surely there's some way of having some kind of dust barrier to keep it in the work site.
I know, yeah.
It can't be healthy for anyone walking down the street breathing it in, that's for sure.
A little bit of pain for a lot of gain, mate. And that's what Colin and I were talking about.
That's
your
what
coffee
I keep telling
shop.
myself.
When that laneway opens, your business is just going to take it to another level. So, mate, the drive through to Warwick yesterday certainly is dry. There was a little bit of rain I drove through yesterday, but it is certainly dry. And I popped into Warwick and I saw Joe and Craig up at Warwick Lifestyle Properties. Mate, they are smashing it. They've got a lot of properties under contract. a lot of Brisbane inquiry, Gold Coast, and people are moving for a lifestyle. And probably similar with our friend Doug out at Hampton, I reckon. You'd be going through that.
People moving for lifestyle, getting away from the big city, more spread out, more space, green, trees, fresh air, no coronavirus.
That's right. And there is, mate, there was only one case of corona in Warwick, and that was the butcher there. That's going back to March. There's been no cases out here in Stanthorpe, so it's really, really good news, and that's why people are probably coming to these areas for the lifestyle and to get away from that big city. And like Brisbane's on alert. A lady went to a shop in Brisbane, and all of a sudden Brisbane's on alert to be careful because of coronavirus.
Well, yeah, she went and had dinner or breakfast or something at a cafe, and then flew from Brisbane to Sydney, and then Sydney back to Japan. And they are hoping that she picked it up in Sydney, but there is a case that has come back positive at a detention centre down in Brisbane as well. So they're hoping that they can trace that back to the filler floozies or border bimbos, whatever they're getting called at this stage.
Stop it. Stop it. Oh, jeez. Jeez, you kill me sometimes. You really kill me.
The border brats.
Mate, big shout out to Miles and also Brett at the Cube. They're doing they've got a display in their window in the Neil Street side of their dried meat that they get ready to put into great steaks and ribs. And you've got to go and check that out down there. And also their billboard, they're looking for some more advertisers for their billboard. So if you want to get your face and name up on that corner there, like Trevor Watts and like we had, just certainly contact Miles and Brett at the Cube, and they can get you up on that billboard. It's quite a good billboard, mate. It catches the eye.
It's in a good spot as well, right on the corner of Neil and Margaret, and it's facing up towards Margaret, so it doesn't get the sun on it during the day, a bit like the other two down on Ruthven Street as well. So
yeah, when I left Warwick and I drove to Stanthorpe, mate, the Southern Downs Regional Council, they've had the slashes out. They've slashed both sides of the road from Warwick to Stanthorpe. It looks really good, considering prior to the election it wasn't done. There was no roadkill. I think I saw one roadkill. It's all cleaned up, and they've put these new signs as you get to each hamlet, each village. There's new posts up and these big blue signs telling you what hamlet or which village you're in. And that was the brainchild of Eve Stocks, who's no longer in council, but that was her idea to get that done. And it is a pleasant drive now from Warwick to Stanthorpe, and it looks really good. And those signs certainly
a bit more harmony between the two.
Oh yeah. And I think the Southern Downs, they've got a new CEO now. So the old CEO left when the new council got voted in. Don't know why, but anyhow, some reason. But they've got a new CEO now, so I look forward to seeing what exciting things they do out in this region. And also, they're still trucking water, mate. There's still trucking water. No rain, and if we don't get rain today, there'll be no snow, because we've got to have the rain today to make snow tomorrow. And it certainly did get a bit bitter here last night, but we'll see what the day brings and how it turns. But if we don't get rain by, say, lunchtime, there's no chance of snow tomorrow. So, but who knows? Who knows, mate? Snow will certainly help bring some more people out.
Oh, that will. It'll be good for the tourism, and a little bit of expansion on that border bubble as well. So now includes 4387, which is the Inglewood Shire area, but also 4352. So that was a little bit confusing as to why 4352 went on, because 4352 encompasses a lot of places that aren't just to the south of Toowooomba. It's also Withcott and Highfields. So people from Highfields and Withcott can go across the border, but Toowoomba can't. It doesn't make sense.
That's right. Mate, young Toowooomba man Sean McCarthy, he's going under the surgery next week. He had a few headaches and wasn't feeling the best, bit of blurry vision. Turns out he's got a brain tumour. But there's a GoFundMe page, and look, mate, I checked it out. When we first talked about it, it was at 55,000. It's up to 73,000. Sean's self-employed, and this will certainly put him and his family back, because he won't be able to work for a while. He restores motor vehicles. That's his business. So if you can help out, jump onto GoFundMe, find Sean McCarthy, and drop some money in there. It'd be nice to get 100 plus in there for him. I think that would be just amazing for him and his family. So we've all got our challenges in life, mate, and Sean's a young man, 39 years old, young family. our thoughts and prayers are with him. I got goosebumps just talking about it because I've known Sean since he was about 4 or 5, mate. You know, it's yeah, here I am at 56. I'm blessed. I'm very healthy and had a few operations myself, but nothing like what Sean's about to experience. It's yeah. Anyhow, if you can help out, that would be great. Tomorrow I'm going to do a live stream from down here at the Happy Valley Hippie Shop. They're doing some busking outside the shop tomorrow here in Stanthorpe. So Kaz and all the team there, looking forward to
the Happy Valley Hippie Shop. I can just picture you wearing your flared pants and your tie-dye shirt with the dreadlocks. Yeah, I'm sitting there, you know. Oh, damn.
So that'll be tomorrow. So, and maybe it might be a live stream of snow. Who knows? But
well, see, that would be ideal for down there. So,
yeah. What's the temperature in Toowooomba today going to do? You were saying to me earlier.
Top of 18 degrees today. So
yeah,
not as warm as it has been, but getting there.
I think it's a top of 12 here today, but I said if we get the rain, it'll certainly change the weather here. Well, mate, that's about it. I just want to wrap up before we go. Something came up on my feed this morning, a memory. Is a quote: "Tomorrow doesn't always come. Don't wait, do." And that was from Kerry Ann Walker, and she was Alison, and she still is Alison Baden Clay's best friend. She said that quote at her funeral. So tomorrow doesn't always come. Don't wait. Just do it. Live for today. You never know what's around the corner tomorrow, do you?
That's it. Tell the people you love them, just in case.
That's it. Okay, from Stanthorpe, 4380 TV, I'm Daryl Nicholson, more than just a postcode.
Thank you for joining us with Good Morning Toowooomba. Remember to like and share us on Facebook. Invite all your friends to do the same. I'm Ben Epson.
Thanks, mate. Cheers. Take care.